Hey, I'm Pastor Fred. Welcome to the Follow Through. We're talking about freedom all week, and sometimes we get the wrong idea about freedom. We think of freedom as anything goes, right? I am free to do what I want. However, if we all did that, could you imagine if my only focus was what pleases me, what I want to do? Right? And so that would happen is I wouldn't be able to work with anyone else. I wouldn't be able to share a space with anyone else or life with anyone else, because everyone would constantly be trying to do their thing that would impose on my thing. And that's why you see, right, if you want to know why things are messed up in the world and have always been, it's because we move in that direction far too often. And Jesus comes and says, no, I want you to follow me because I'm going in a different direction. Right? Where we trust Him, where we follow Him, and we listen to Him, and we live our lives. That's true freedom, right? Knowing the truth. Jesus said the truth will set you free. Now, let's look at John 8, verses 31 to 32. And it says that Jesus said this to Jews who had believed Him, right? So He had been sharing with some folks of the Jewish faith, and talking about really how He was the light of the world, and He wants us to follow Him. And right, and if we follow Him, we won't walk in darkness. And He says, and some people latched onto that and said, "Man, this is truth, man. I want this, Lord. We believe You." And He says, "Okay, so if you abide in My word, you're truly My disciples. So don't just accept some of the things I said, but if you're holding on to what I say and you're abiding in Me and just hanging with the truth, no matter what happens, then you're My disciples. You're My followers." And what'll happen is you'll know the truth, and that truth will set you free. It will set you free because you don't have to try to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to try to, save yourself or work off your own sins or become important in the world's eyes. You won't need to do any of those things because you know the truth about you, that you have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, that you have not been who you need to be, but that Jesus came and died to forgive all those things. Like, they're forgiven. How cool is that? God doesn't say, "Oh, here's a plan to work it off or to pay it off." No, He says, "I paid it. The debt's paid. The bill's paid. I'm not here to torture you. I'm not here to, but I want you to follow Me because I've got a great way of life for you. A way where you trust Me, a way where you serve the people in your life." And let me just tell you, after having been a preacher for 25 years and a Christian way longer than that, right? And having had a time when I wasn't a Christian, I see the contrast, where a life where it's all about me and a life that's about Jesus. There is truth and freedom in the life that I'm living now, living for God. It's not easy. It's, again, because doing what's right is never the easy way, but it's always the best way. So let's follow Him. Let's trust Him. Let's know this truth. Let's constantly be after this truth because it's what sets us free. The truth about Christ, how He died and rose and loves us. All right. So I pray that helps you. If it does, hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody in your life. And we'll talk to you next time for another follow through.